We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Recon, 132-5.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
15 yards on the play, first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Switch up, switch up. Let's move to 5 wide. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. There he goes, left side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much about a 2-game losing streaks. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key here. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
2nd down, Haskins. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Dodson with a grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a run with Geis. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, stop.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 31, Allen going deep downfield for Ross. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. John Ross, touchdown number 18 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. John Ross with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And now it's blocked, and the Redskins have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I need your help on this one. We just saw an extra point blocked. Do you think the rain had anything to do with it getting blocked?
Everything goes a little bit slower, but I'll tell you what, the snap and the hold, they look good.
Yeah, and most of the time, I love when you bring that up about it getting slower. It's deliberate when it gets slower, right? Because you have to go through it a little bit more. You want to be just a little bit more careful catching the ball, putting it down, and giving him a chance to kick it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we...
Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. Past the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 73 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, Geis. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. Breaks it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and now it's second down. Throwing again. Allen. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
We got this.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by or looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, this is Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. This is Doxson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He's got Thompson here, complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Here's Haskins to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
It's going to be a long day. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 1.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room. And
now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Hopkins' kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Geis with a carry on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Thompson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Watch the out, watch the out. Ringo. 54, right there, right there. 54.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go, go, go.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Following the penalty, it's Geis. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
All day, baby, all day, all day. Out, out, out.
To Thompson on the draw. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, they run with Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Allen. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. John Ross with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. From the gun, it's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Set, ready. Now the wolf. Coming this way, Here we go. Ready.
Third and 2, now Haskins. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Throwing now, Haskins on first down to Thompson on the screen. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Shotgun handoff to Thompson, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 35 on second down, Haskins, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's third and 4.
Brings up third down and 4.
On the set. Check Mike 54. 54.
Double dog. That's the way. Mike spot 4.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Haskins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Rip left. Mike 54.
Haskins on third down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Mike spot 4.
Let's go.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Go.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Binds, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you.
On third and goal, Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To the shotgun snap to Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them. and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Redskins, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.